Hello guys, welcome back. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to teach you how I made this birthday flyer with my phone on Pixellab, and I hope you will learn lots of stuff from this tutorial today. So without further ado, let's dive straight into the tutorial. So first thing, you're going to get a blank page. Yes. Then straight, we'll import the background we used. Okay, I think it's supposed to be somewhere here. Okay, this is the background I used in the video. So I'm going to resize it. I'm going to turn on the grid line, and I will resize this till it fits the page well enough. Okay, I think this is fine. So the next thing, let's lock this, then let's import the guy. So okay, so this particular image I generated it with AI. I saw something similar to this on Pinterest, so I asked AI to make something like this for me for the sake of this design tutorial. So I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to copy this. Okay, let me lock it first. I'll copy it and place it right on top of each other. So after doing this, I'll hide the first layer and I'll leave the second one. So next up, I'm going to, okay, I think I should import the design so that I won't make any mistake with any of the things that I'm telling you. I'm going to import it. I'm going to import the design from here. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to leave it somewhere here. I'll hide it, but I'll look at it once in a while to check for any corrections. So next, I'm going to make this effect right now. This particular one, as you can see, the guy is in the head of this particular image. So I'm going to recreate that now. So I'll select the image, go on down right here, and I'll change the color. I'll leave it on this red color. I'm trying to select the color that is different from the background so that I will not erase the wrong color. Remember, we hid this first one. I'm going to tell you why we're hiding it when the time comes. So I'll click on this. I'll merge the background with this one that I colored red together. Okay, so this is it. Then I'm going to go to erase color and turn it on. I'll use this color picker tool and select this red and pick it out. So all I will do is just increase the tolerance a little bit. 21 is okay. Smooth edges, just 1 is fine. And I'll click on the check mark. So I don't like this color in the background, so I'm going to change the background color to black. This way. See that? So I'll click on the check mark. Good. So I'm going to come back to this particular one I hid. But first I'm going to bring this one down. This should be the background. So I'm going to lock it. So I'll unhide this first one I hid. See, as I unhid it, it's now on top of that particular layer. So what I will do next is to erase the part I don't want. Sorry, this is not the one I'm supposed to erase. I didn't select the image. So I select this one, this guy here. Then I'll increase this. I'll also increase this. Then this, like halfway. Okay, here is okay. So the part, I will reduce this a little bit. The part I don't want is where I'm going to erase. So I'll erase here. I'll erase right here. Just erase carefully, so you don't erase the wrong place you don't want. So going to erase here too. Then I'll click on the check mark. Okay, do you see that? So the part I now erased, the background itself is showing on that part. So I'm going to lock it. Then after locking it, I'm going to import the image I put behind these things I erased. So I'm going to come here and select, this was the first image I put there, this city skyline. So something like this. Want to crop something like that? Yes. So increase this a little bit. There's something I want to use this for. So all I have to do is I'll bring the city skyline to the back, like behind. Yes, this way. Did you see that? Did you see this effect? So this city skyline, I will lock it. This city skyline is now showing in his head. I hope you can learn something already from all these things we are doing here. So next, I'm going to import the guy's picture. Okay, this was the one I used. Don't need to crop it too much. This is okay. So I think I kept it. I did somewhere. It's nice. Next, I'm going to carry this same image too and take it behind this way. Did you see that? I put it behind this particular one I locked with the background. So it is just supposed to be always behind the image itself. This background image, sorry, itself. This one. Always put it behind. So that's it. I'm going to move it a little bit here. Turn this off so I can move it successfully. Somewhere here. Okay, I'll leave it somewhere here. Then I'll lock it. Nice. So next, let's check what is next. Okay, next step, I'm going to put this place that he's standing on this image. This particular place he's standing on this image, I'm going to input it. So I did that effect like this. I put this square shape, then I went to gradient, and then I selected this type of gradient, but this particular type of gradient. But for those of you that don't know how to create this gradient, I'm going to teach you now. So I'll click on this plus icon. This dark side will remain black the way it is. I will just tap on this white side. So I'll tap on this side and I'll pick out the color. Click on this place. Sorry, click here. Pick out the color from here. So I'll click the color and I'll carry this one to the transparent side. Please follow my instructions. You have to keep it here for you to achieve that transparency. So I'll click on OK. So as I've gotten that, what I have to do is I just leave this a little bit and bring this one down a little bit. Yes, this way. This is fine. I'm going to click on OK. So as I've gotten this now, I'll click on the check mark. I don't think this color is black. Hold on a bit. Let me check whether this color is. No, it's not black. So I've taken it to black now. Yes, this is what I want. So I've gotten this now. I'll click on the check mark. So the next thing I will do is I'll come to texture. You can see texture right here. I'll click on texture. I'll click on this image icon. I will go to the place where I got that particular effect, that ground effect from. This is the image I used. So I generated this image with AI. I saw something similar to this on Pinterest, but it had watermark, so I decided to generate mine with AI. So I've cropped this particular part I need. I'll click on the check mark. Did you see that? So I'm going to expand it the way I want it to be. I'll keep expanding it till it gets to the level I want. Okay, so the way it is, I'll just stretch it a little bit. Exactly. Then I'll put it down here. See? That's just what I did. That's exactly what I did. So what I'm going to do is I'll come to this place and lock this now. I'm going to take this one on top of all of them so that I can view whatever I want to view easily. So the next thing I did was let me add the text first. If I add the guy, okay, no, okay, yeah, let me add the text first. So I wrote Tony, capital letter Tony, clicked on, and okay. I wrote Tony, I increased it, I did this. Well, I'm going to align this to be in the center so that some parts will not go off. I'll align it to center, click on the check mark. Then I'll change the font. I'll go to my recent fonts. I've used this font tons of times. Tons and tons and tons of times. This Evil Empire font. I'm going to use it now. So I'll click on it and press OK. I like the font a lot. It gives me the effect I want. So I'm going to come to spacing, line spacing, and reduce the spacing to 30. I'll click on the check mark. I'll increase the text this way. Yes, increase it a little bit. So you will notice an effect on this text when I made it. I'm going to recreate this effect now. So the thing I did was I came to this text, I turned it on, I changed it to oblique, and I reduced the depth to 2. Yes, I changed the depth color to orange. Where is the orange? No, yellow. I don't think it's orange, it's yellow. I changed the depth color to yellow. I reduced darken to 0. I did not darken it at all. So I'm going to change the oblique angle, 159 is okay. Oh, okay, sorry, I made a mistake there. 159 is okay. Click on the check mark. Then I came to reflection, I turned it on. Then I increased the vertical offset a bit. I think it was okay, sorry, 5 is okay. Then I turned on 3D shadow. I increased the opacity. 70 is fine. Did you see that? It now looks as if it is on that wooden overlay. So I'll expand it a little bit. 12 is okay. I'll click on the check. So, but one more thing that I did is the texture. I click on texture, select with the image icon. This was the texture I used. So I will crop it to the part I need. And click on the check mark. So all I have to do is click on the texture and enable main ratio. Yes, did you see that? That's exactly what I did. I will leave everything the way it is. Click on the check mark. So I will just increase this a little bit, then leave it where it is, right here. So I'll come over here and lock this. Voila. So the next text was happy birthday. Let's speed this up a little bit. Happy birthday. Go straight to the font. I used this Milka font. Okay. Put it somewhere here. I'm going to copy this. Then the birthday wish. Yes, this is the birthday wish. Click OK. I'll go to the font and change it. This was the font I used. So I'm going to reduce this way. I think there's a mistake with the text. Okay, let me change this. So please, if you've gotten to this point of the video and you haven't subscribed yet, I wonder why. I wonder why you haven't subscribed yet. Please do subscribe and like this video and turn on the notification bell so that you can receive notifications for our future videos. We have lots and lots of stuff for you on this channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment what you love, and then like this video, please. It helps a lot with the algorithm. So I'm importing this crown now. I think I used this crown somewhere here. No. Okay, I'll come to crop. I'll flip. I didn't use it this way. I flipped it the other way. Yes. This is how it is. So I'm going to reduce it to this model. Then there's something else I did with this. I came to color filter, increase the saturation a little bit. I think it was 11. Yes, 11. Just leave it at 12. I will increase the brightness to 6, then the contrast 22, 23. Okay, I'll click on the check. I'll lock this too. Then I'll lock the texts too. So we are almost at the end of this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment what you will want me to teach in our next videos. Please, it helps a lot with the algorithm. Let us increase our membership on this channel. Thank you, and God bless you as you do that. So I'm going to bring this guy over here. Then I'm going to put the shadow. This is how I make all my shadows. I'll increase the stroke width after reducing the opacity, and then increase the blur radius to highest. Then I'll bring it down right this way and click on the check mark. So all I have to do now is to change the perspective. Click on perspective, turn it on, and then change the perspective to look like a shadow. I'll click on the check mark. Okay, you see that? Now looks like he's casting his shadow on that particular place. So I'll put this shadow under his foot. I think the shadow is also reflecting on this crown, so I'll put it under the crown too. Doesn't matter. I'll lock this guy. Let me move the shadow well enough. Yes. So I'm going to lock the shadow too. So let me check if there's any other thing. Sorry. Let me check if there's any other thing I forgot to add to this design. Okay. Okay, that's all for now. Then this should be the final result, but the lens flare and the other effects, the texture effects I added on this design, I added it using an app called Pixellab. That's the name of the app. Please, if you make graphic designs using your phone, you will need that app a lot to be able to add your lens flare and other effects that needs to be blended. So we have come to the end of this tutorial today. I hope you learned something new from this design. Please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, don't forget to turn on the notification bell for future videos. Please, you can comment whatsoever you will want me to teach in our next video. Anything that is confusing about graphics design, you can ask your questions. And don't forget to join our Telegram channel. The link is in the description so that you can get the resources for this design and you can recreate yours. The Telegram channel is basically for beginner graphic designers who want to improve on their graphic design journey. So join us as we create one design per day, and then we post it on the Telegram channel and analyze and judge and then give results. I'll make every correction that I need to make, and I will attend to everybody one after the other. Thank you so much, and God bless you, and see you in the next video.